the British came to Burma somewhere in the year 1886, and they went up to Chin Hills, and they make an administration law called Frontier Act. And before the British arrived, the country was ruled by Chin soldiers and headmen, and they were already existing in full swing. When the British came, the law they made, Frontier Act, was they called Civilian Act, and they formed a government officer and deputy commissioner and then commissioner. At that time, the headquarters was Phalam. Now, during that time, they never abolished the chieftainship or village headmen. They worked together hand in hand. In fact, one of the British administrators was H.N.C. Stevenson, who wrote a book about the Chin people, and together with my father, Thang Tin Lian, he wrote a book, and my father's picture was in the front page, and the book was now in Washington, D.C., the Library of Congress. And then came Japanese occupied Burma, and during that time, my father was imprisoned by the Japanese in Phalam. Then came the end of the war. Then Burma got independent, and in the year 1948, along with India, Pakistan, and Ceylon. Now, at that time, there was a conference in Panglong called Panglong Conference, and Aung San, then the general, was interested about Xians and those Kachin people. So the meeting was held in Panglong, which is called Panglong Conference. The chief were invited to attend the conference, including my father, but because they mistrust for the Burmans, most of them declined the invitation. They did not attend the meeting. And then at that time, Bum Kho Hau, who was then stenographer at the Deputy Commissioner Office, was sent as translator, interpreter at the Panglong Conference. But when all the chiefs left, abandoned the conference, Bum Kho Hau was acting like a Chin spokesperson, and eventually he was appointed as counsel to the Aung San Council. His rank was somewhat similar to the Chin minister today. So during that time, he transferred the one and only high school in Phalam to Tuk Lai, so his position was dismissed. Then Tumong came into power as an elected Chin minister, and along with Captain Mang Tunung of Tidim, Captain Mang Tunung became parliamentary secretary, and then at that time the Chin commissioner was a Burman called Utimong. Together with the three of them form some kind of political organization and introduced as to how to abolish Chin soldier and Chin headmen, village headmen. Now, some said that there was a big conference in Phalam, about 5,000 people stronghold at the Phalam drill house. But the truth of the matter is, I was there in person, and Phalam drill house cannot accommodate more than 500 people at most. So 5,000 people is way too much, and exaggeration, ridiculous, and it's pure lies. And also that it was rumored at that time that all villagers came and took they no longer want to have Sobua and headman. Well, if that is true, I wonder when election was conducted, the first person who was elected was the son of Thang Tin Lian, whose name is Lian, who got in the election, who got landslide victory in the general election, when all the opposition, practically all of them, did not get 1/8 of the total vote, and thereby lost their deposit